Hello everyone, it is me Barbara. I am going to come to you today with a sort of a different kind of video. I'm getting ready to fix my family something to eat, and I thought I would film it so you all could maybe just enjoy me cooking and get some ideas. I am not a food expert, I am not a dietitian, I am not a nutritionist, so if you are looking for ways to lose weight or to eat healthier, please do not get that from this video. Nor have I been to culinary school, so I am not a culinary expert as well. I am just someone who at times enjoys cooking, and I just wanted to bring you all along with me as I cook this small meal today. All right, you all, come join me, and I hope you enjoy the video. So what I'm going to make today to go along with our meal is I'm going to make some, basically just some potatoes and onions, and I'm going to cook them in our air fryer. But first what I do, I usually have potatoes that I have boiled, and these have been boiled not very long, just about maybe 30 minutes, and they're kind of soft, and I like to par cook them and boil them so that they come up really nice and crispy if I do that beforehand. So I always have boiled potatoes that are cooked and ready to go in the refrigerator. And this is an onion. I am going to chop it up, and you all be nice to me because I am not a professional chef, so I'm going to do my best to do the chopping of these onions and potatoes. So all right, let me go ahead and get started, and we'll see how it goes. No, I do not take the skins off of the potatoes. They don't bother myself or my husband or anyone who comes to eat them. I may, if they fall off, I'll just take them off, but for the most part, I don't mind the potato skins. Okay, that's it with that. Now, I don't feel that there's a right way or a wrong way in order to season these potatoes or anything that you're seasoning them. You just season the way that you feel led, what you think that you and your family will enjoy. For these potatoes and onions, I am going to use Lowry's seasoning salt, the Grill Mates Applewood barbecue rub, and if I had some cooked sweet potatoes, I would use these in there, and I would use a lot more of the barbecue rub because it tastes so good on the sweet potatoes. And I'm going to use a little bit of lemon pepper seasoning as well. These are my onions and my potatoes all cut up and put into a bowl, and I'm just going to just drizzle it lightly, I don't know, however much you feel like you need, of olive oil. I'm going to use my seasoning salt and all the seasonings that I said earlier, the lemon pepper. Open that on the other end. I like the tanginess of the lemon and of course the peppery flavor, and the barbecue seasoning rub. And that's going to give it a nice sweet smoky flavor. You can use paprika, onion powder, garlic powder. There is no wrong way, I feel, to season, especially not to season potatoes. Potatoes are very forgiving. They're pretty much just asking you to do whatever you want to do with them, whatever you feel led to seasoning. So they've just been lightly tossed in the olive oil and the seasoning mix, and now it is time to put them in the air fryer. All right, y'all, this is our air fryer. I'm going to do my best to do this one-handed. So I'm going to take it out of the compartment, and I'm just going to dump these all in. Let's see if we can get this going. I'm not going to worry about it. They're just all in there, and I'm going to put it in here. And soon as I love this one, I'll just press the on button. I don't really go into how much time is going on or what the temperature is. It's just set for that. And usually for these potatoes, like I said, they've already been partially cooked. I'll start it off on 15 minutes and I'll just press the on button, and as you can hear it, it is starting up. And what I'll do is about every 5 to 7 minutes, I will come and just shake them up so that they can start to cook evenly. So we'll be back to check on that. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to put together are my salmon patties or my salmon croquets. And these are some of the things that I'm going to use in order to prepare them. I have some canned salmon, and as you can see, I have red salmon and pink salmon. Either one is fine. Today I'm going to use the red salmon. I like the flavor of it. It's a little bit strong, salmon-y flavor, if that's a word, and I enjoy that. As a binder, I am going to use breadcrumbs. You can use fresh breadcrumbs. You can use saltine crackers, Ritz crackers, flour, whatever it is to help to thicken it up. And also I'm going to use just one egg as a binder. I like to use yellow mustard in it because it gives a little nice tangy flavor. And again, to go with the lemony flavor, I've got the lemon pepper seasoning. And this is going to be my little salty component, my salty spicy component. This is Creole seasoning. It tastes good to me, and it's not so spicy that it's going to blow the heads off of either myself or my family members. So I'm going to go ahead and start to prepare the salmon. Okay, one of the first things that I've done is I've opened up my salmon and I've just drained off some of the excess fluid that's on it. Not all of it. It doesn't have to be drained perfectly. And it's going to come out of the container like this because this is canned salmon. I have in the past, I have gotten a fillet of fresh salmon and put it in the food processor and mixed it in with this, and my family has really enjoyed that. But what I'm going to do, there's some bones that are in here, and I want to take them out. They're soft, so if you don't take them out and you crush them up well enough, it will be fine. But I'm going to get those out. So that's out of there. I have my egg. Like I said, I have one egg. That's going to help keep everything together along with the breadcrumbs, and I don't have any measure to this. Just do it until I feel like there's enough. My seasonings are going in next. Oops, that's a little chunk. I don't want that. Along with my Creole seasoning. It's going to make it a little spicy and a little salty, so I don't want to put too much in it. And my mustard. And the only way really, y'all, to get into this is to use your hands. So make sure you have clean hands and that you've washed them, and you are going to do your best to combine all of this together. And like I said, if I had some fresh salmon, I would take one. If it was more people here, right now it's just myself, my daughter, and my husband. So it's only the three of us, so this is going to be plenty. But if I had more people here, I would take a fresh salmon, put it in the food processor until it's finely minced, and I would add it into this. And the flavor of fresh salmon in these salmon patties or salmon croquets is lovely. It is so good. So that's probably about how moist. If I thought it was too moist, what I would do is I would add a little bit of water or chicken broth if you have anything like that. If I didn't think it was dry enough, I would add a little bit more of the breadcrumbs, but I feel like this is perfect. So what I am going to do now is I'm going to start to make the patties. So I have set my mixture aside, and you make the patties as big or as small as you want. Just lightly put them together, and I just like to keep them in a ball until I am ready to cook them, and then I will flatten them out a little bit more. And I'm just making them into single serving sizes. If someone wants more, they can get 2 or even 3. And if they want less, they are big enough to cut in half. Now, I do not put anything on the outside of my salmon when I cook it, but if you would like to, you can use anything to bread it. Remember, this is a fish, so just like you bread fish, you can bread the salmon if you want to. You can use a cornmeal breading if you would like. You can use a already prepared fish breading if you like. If you like a light crispiness to it, you can use a flour and just dredge it in that, or you can do like I do and leave them without any breading at all. So these are my little patties. That can made this many patties, and now I'm going to get my oil prepared to fry them. All right, so it's been about 7 minutes or so for my potatoes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check on them. So let's check on them together and see how they look. I'm going to try to do this one-handed without burning myself because this is super hot. But all I'm going to do, if you can see, is kind of toss them around. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to put them back in there, let them continue. And I'm going to turn it up to 400. And I can already see by the way that they are, because it's a lot of potatoes in here, it may need a few more minutes. And that's that was so perfect about cooking. You just go by how you feel, how it looks, because again, the potatoes are cooked, but I want them to be a little bit crispy. So we will check on them in a little bit. Here are my salmon patties, and my oil is hot. I'm about to put them in there. So just to be safe, I'm going to go ahead and put my camera down because I'm one-handed. I don't want to burn myself, and then we'll come back in just a few minutes when I get finished. Okay, y'all, the salmon is frying now. You don't have to deep fry it. I'm deep frying it because I had some oil left over from some fish I cooked the other day. So I'm just cooking this as a deep fry, but you can pan fry it. You can bake your salmon croquets. You can even put them in your air fryer if you would like to. But I'm just going to fry these. They don't take very long. After they're pretty brown on one side, I will flip them over to be continued cooking on the other side, and then I will take them out. Since it was canned salmon, it takes a very short amount of time for them to complete their cooking. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready to flip them, and then I will take them out so they can drain. Okay, y'all, here are my salmon croquets. They are done. They are complete. It literally took about 5-6 minutes for them to can do their cooking. Again, all I wanted to do is get them brown on each side, and I took them out of the oil, let them drain on these towels, and they're kind of hot right now. And so if you can hear my air fryer, my potatoes are still cooking, and we are going to continue on with the meal. So the next thing that I'm going to cook up is some cheese and eggs, and I already have my eggs. I have 2, 4, 6, 8 eggs cracked in here, and I know there's only 3 of us, but my husband really, really likes cheese and eggs, and I'm not really an egg fan, and my daughter loves cheese and eggs as well. So the eggs are in the pan. I'm going to put some cheese in it, however much I think they would like. And this is already shredded, sharp cheddar cheese. You use whatever cheese that your family enjoys. Cheddar cheese. You can use the Monterey Jack cheese if you like it a little spicy. You can use just whatever. You can put some Parmesan in here. It'll give that salty tanginess to your cheese and eggs if you put that in there. If you whatever. Right now I can't think of any cheeses. American cheese is not my favorite cheese, but some, especially if you have small kids and they may be used to American cheese from what they get when they eat out, you can put that in there as well. And American cheese is a good melting cheese. But I'm using the sharp cheddar cheese, and I'm going to turn my, this is just it's a little warm from where I cook my salmon, but I'm going to turn my eye on, and I'm going to start to cook it. And I don't really, this is going to go very fast, so I'm not going to be able to show you too much. But as this cooks, I just slowly just stir this as it cooks. I don't whip my eggs beforehand. As it cooks, as you can see, it's starting to turn a little bit white from the heat of the stove top. you can see it's starting to cook. And the cheese, because it's shredded, it's going to melt. And I have this turned on. I have an electric stove, so I have it turned all the way up to high. And as it starts to cook, what I will do is I will start turning the heat down. And as you can see, the eggs are coming together. The cheese is melting. And the yolks are starting to break. And this will come together as cheese and eggs. So we will come back in just a few minutes. All right, my cheese and eggs are about finished. I've got my eye totally off right now. I'm not going to cook them all the way because they are going to carry over cook. And so hopefully I can get this in my container. Not too much. I think I did it, okay? So they are very hot. They're not all the way done, but as you can see, the eggs don't take that much heat to continue cooking, and they will continue to steam and get just scrumptious good as the cheese continues to melt, and we will be ready to eat in not too much longer. Okay, y'all, now it's time to check on these potatoes and the onions. I think that they are about done. Oh, the steam is coming up, so I've been shaking them about every 5 or 7 minutes and letting them continue. Like I said, the potatoes were done before I put them in here. I just wanted them to get nice and caramelized and just a little crispy on the edges, and also to cook the onions a bit, to soften them up. So I'm going to try to get them in this container without burning myself, without making a mess too. And all right, I think that is going to be pretty good. All right, we are almost done with putting this meal together. I'll be right back. I think this is going to be it for our meal. We have potatoes that have been seasoned and have some onions in them. Then they have been all air fried. I have some salmon croquettes or salmon patties, and I went ahead and cooked some bacon because I know that my family likes bacon as well, a little salty element. We had some biscuits. So I didn't have to cook any biscuits. We had some biscuits that we had left over from Bojangles last night. I love that chicken, and my daughter will probably want to have her waffles with it. She cooks her own waffles, which are so good. And also some toast if anyone wants any toast. And we have our cheese and eggs, that the eggs are just, are very delicate, and the cheese is tangy and melting in it, and it is all going to be good. Some of the fixings, if you all are having a meal like this, we have some pico de gallo, or you can make it fresh. I got it from the grocery store, and some jellies, any kind that you like, for the waffles. And for the biscuits, of course, Miss Butterworth's syrup and any other syrups, flavored syrups, blueberries, strawberries. Oh, you can, the choices are endless. And just some ketchup, if you like to put ketchup on your eggs. So this is it for us. Just a very quick meal that we're going to be having today. And I really thank you all for joining me. And if you like this video, do not forget to thumbs up, subscribe, comment. Let me know if you'd like to see some more cooking videos. Maybe I will try this again. You all have a wonderful and safe day. Take care. Until next time we meet, be blessed. Bye-bye.